Today we embark on an unusual journey, not to a distant country or continent, but deep into the hidden realms of our own consciousness. A place where thoughts transform into symbols, and silence can speak louder than words. We'll explore 7 habits that can shift not just your mood or your day, but reshape the very foundation of your inner world, all within just 1 week. These aren't your typical internet tips. These are keys. Keys that can unlock the doors to those secret chambers of your soul you might never have dared to enter before. These principles echo Carl Jung's teachings on individuation, the process through which a person gradually becomes whole, finding harmony within themselves and with the world. And here's the fascinating part: they don't demand extreme effort or sacrifice. Just a willingness to listen to the quiet whisper of your true self and start a conversation with it. Don't expect loud miracles. There won't be fireworks or instant transformations. But this journey promises a quiet revolution, a change that begins from within and slowly reshapes everything around you. Imagine your consciousness as a calm lake. Only when its waters are clear and still can it reflect the depths beneath. Today we'll try to clear that water. So pour yourself a hot cup of tea, turn down the noise, and open the door to a deeper understanding of yourself. Because this journey isn't just a story, it's an invitation to transform your life. Habit 1. Greet the morning in silence. Waking up while the world still sleeps is like stepping onto the shore of your own soul, where the water hasn't yet been disturbed by the day's noise. It's a gift you give yourself, a space where you exist without rush, roles, or masks. Carl Jung said the soul longs for solitude to hear its true voice. Rising early isn't just about extra hours. It's a tool that tunes your mind toward harmony. Yes, at first your body will resist. It remembers the chaotic rhythm of hurried mornings. But with each new dawn, you'll discover something remarkable. The silence before sunrise feels like a blank page where you can write your intentions. Fill this time with meditation, gentle stretching, prayer, or simply observing your breath. A person who begins the day mindfully is like a gardener watering the seeds of their dreams before the sun even touches the earth. Morning becomes a ritual that restores your control over time, eases anxiety, and opens the door to inner calm. This is the practice of presence. Jung wrote that conscious being begins when we stop merely reacting to the world and start creating it. Rising early is an act of creation. When you wake with the first light, your consciousness becomes more sensitive to the soul's quiet signals. This isn't about forcing yourself. It's an invitation. An invitation to try living at a different pace for just 1 week and see how your inner rhythm changes. Start small. Wake just 15 minutes earlier than usual. Dedicate this time solely to yourself, and maybe you'll find those minutes become your personal sanctuary amidst the chaos. Habit 2. Movement as a dialogue with your body. Our body is the temple of the soul. It holds memories of joy, loss, victory, and pain. Yet, too often we treat it like a silent servant, forgetting it has its own voice. Carl Jung emphasized that without harmony between body and psyche, wholeness is impossible. Daily movement isn't about chasing a perfect physique. It's about restoring your deep connection with yourself, returning to life's primal rhythm. When you move, energy awakens deep within you, like a spring beginning to flow again after the rain. It can be a simple morning walk, stretching, or a spontaneous dance. The first steps may feel hard. Your body is used to stillness and your mind will craft excuses. But each day, movement becomes more natural, like breathing. And then a surprise unfolds. This practice reveals not only physical strength but mental flexibility. Movement frees your mind from heavy thoughts and gives your soul room to create. A person in motion is like an artist painting the canvas of their life. Each step, each gesture a brushstroke crafting a masterpiece. Movement is meditation in motion. Running to the rhythm of your heartbeat, yoga syncing breath and motion, or gentle dance can open doors to inner silence. Jung reminded us that our shadow is the part we ignore. Ignoring the body pushes away a piece of our wholeness. Daily exercise returns that lost part. Dedicate at least 15 minutes a day to movement that brings you joy. It might be dancing to your favorite song or a slow walk in the park. Over time, you'll notice not only your body changing but your mood, thoughts, and how you see the world. Because movement is a language of self-love. A reminder that we are not just mind or body, but a living, pulsating universe eager to express itself with every step. Habit 3. Journaling as a journey into your soul. Carl Jung saw writing as a secret bridge between conscious and unconscious, a tool to hear the voice of the part of you that usually stays silent. Journaling isn't about crafting literary masterpieces, it's about honesty. Honesty with yourself as you are, without embellishment or censorship. Each entry is a key to doors leading to an inner world full of fears, dreams, hopes, and sudden insights. Start simple. A few minutes before bed, a piece of paper and a pen. Write about what you feel, what worries or inspires you. At first, the notes may seem chaotic, like scattered fragments of thought. But over time, words build their own rhythm, and that rhythm becomes the music of your soul. This practice is like archaeology. Layer by layer you uncover hidden treasures of consciousness. With each entry you learn to recognize patterns in your thoughts, see what inspires or poisons you. Jung said the unconscious speaks in symbols and journaling helps decode them. Writing about a stressful day might reveal a deep emotion you've ignored for years. A few words of gratitude for a small moment, a stranger's smile, can quietly shift your focus from what's missing to what already is. A journal is a judgment-free zone. Here you can be 100% yourself, playing no roles. It's like a conversation with a best friend who always listens and never interrupts. Try writing daily for a week, even if just a few sentences. You'll see your thoughts clear and your soul calm. Because a journal is not just a notebook. It's an anchor in the stormy sea of life and a compass pointing you home, to yourself. Habit 4. Mindful eating as a ritual of unity with life. Food is not just fuel for the body. It's a language nature uses to speak to us, a bridge connecting us with our essence. Carl Jung stressed that any action can become sacred if we give it meaning. And eating is one of the most powerful rituals. Mindful eating is the art of being present with every bite, every nuance of flavor. It's the ability to notice texture, aroma, and temperature, feeling how food nourishes not only your body but your soul. But in a world rushing at breakneck speed, we often swallow food mindlessly, on the go, phone in hand, lost in news feeds or tomorrow's worries. To pause, to sit at the table, to turn off the noise, that alone is an act of self-respect. Start small. Choose one meal a day and make it special. Put away your phone. Light a candle. Listen to the crunch of an apple or the sweetness unfolding in grapes. Each bite reminds you that earth, sun, and rain join forces to gift you this taste. A mindful eater is like an alchemist, transforming a mundane process into a sacred ceremony. It's not just about flavor, it's about gratitude, about feeling connected to the source of life. Jung wrote about integrating the shadow, the part of us we ignore or suppress. Food often mirrors this shadow. We reach for sweets out of loneliness or quick snacks out of stress. Mindfulness helps catch these signals, distinguishing true physical hunger from emotional needs. So instead of a thoughtless piece of cake after a hard day, you might choose a warm herbal tea if your hunger is in your heart, not your stomach. This practice changes not just your relationship with food but with life itself. It teaches slowing down, respecting your body, and hearing its voice. Try at least one mindful meal a day. You'll notice even an ordinary dinner filling you with silence, gratitude, and deep calm. Habit 5. Limiting screen time as a return to reality. We live in a digital maze where endless feeds and notifications easily pull our consciousness into a thick fog. Carl Jung warned that too many outside distractions tear us away from our soul, dissolving the real into artificial streams. Screens steal what we can never get back: time. Time that could be hours of creativity, reflection, or warm talks with loved ones. Limiting digital noise isn't about prohibition. It's an act of returning to yourself, to real moments smelling of coffee, rustling leaves, and friends' laughter. Start small. Set a limit, say 1 hour a day, for mindless scrolling. The first days will be tough. Your hand will automatically reach for your phone. But suddenly you'll notice freedom emerging. Time for a walk instead of a show, for drawing instead of news, for evening quiet instead of blue light. A person stepping away from screens is like a traveler emerging from fog onto a clear path. Sleep deepens, thoughts clear, anxiety lessens. Jung taught that the soul craves authenticity, and the digital world often offers illusions. Turning off the screen turns life back on. Try one gadget-free evening, and the world around you will start breathing anew. Habit 6. Reading before bed as preparation for the unconscious. Jung believed dreams are portals to the deepest layers of the soul. A book before sleep is a key that opens those doors. Unlike screens, pages don't disrupt the body's natural rhythm. They calm, tune, and inspire. Start with 20 minutes. Choose fiction, philosophy, or light nonfiction, something that resonates with your inner world. Reading becomes a ritual that lets go of daily worries, relaxes the mind, and prepares the soul for a nighttime journey through symbols. Jung said symbols in literature echo the archetypes of our unconscious. Sometimes a story about a distant hero awakens our own courage. Sometimes a tender love scene reveals corners of the heart we feared to touch. Swap your phone for a book for a week. Create a cozy nook, pour tea, wrap yourself in a blanket, and watch sleep deepen and thoughts clear. Reading before bed is not just a habit. It's a journey that begins before you close your eyes. Habit 7. Daily meditation as a return to your center. For Jung, meditation was the path to integrating conscious and unconscious. It's not about switching off thoughts but learning to observe them without judgment, escape, or struggle. Start with 5 minutes a day. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, focus on your breath. At first, your mind will wander, your body resist. But like a lake after a storm, you'll feel the water calm, the surface become a mirror. Meditation teaches being here and now, accepting emotions without drowning in them. In moments of anxiety, a few mindful breaths can bring you home, to yourself. Jung called the soul's center a place of harmony, and meditation is the path there. Even a few minutes daily can change your inner climate. Find a quiet space, let thoughts flow, and maybe you'll open the door to a deeper understanding of who you truly are. These 7 habits aren't just useful actions, they're rituals that bring you back to yourself. Jung taught that the path of individuation is a journey toward wholeness. Each of these practices is a small step in that direction. They don't require perfection, only a willingness to try. Because consciousness is like a garden, it blossoms when we care for it. Choose one habit. Let it take root in your life. And remember, great changes always begin with small steps.